So hey everyone, this is Ryder from the Ryder PWS channel, or as it was previously known as Platinum Warp Star. And today I thought I would give some post-commentary on my target playthrough of the Super Mario Bros. Wonder demo, since it has recently been publicly released to Target. And I don't get to talk about games I play before they release very often, so I thought I'd do this just for funsies and to get a little something extra out on this alternative channel. So yeah, this is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. These first few levels I play definitely took my time with them, to get a feel for the game, and to look at the marvelous, wonderful visuals. Yeah, so I was just kind of sort of getting a feel how to play, and I didn't actually know the demo was timed, so I just took my sweet time playing these first two levels, and I'm glad I did, because I was able to fully complete them. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the elephant power-up, which is definitely an interesting power-up. I don't know if it's one of my favorites, but it is definitely fun to use. It is fun just sort of being able to smash anything, with your trunk and stuff. And watering, plants is also a pretty cool mechanic. I didn't use it that much because I didn't realize those dead-looking plant buds on the ground you could actually water. So I'm more so just tossing a bunch of water around everywhere. But I do water in some instances, mainly in the second stage. But yeah, this is when the Wonder Flower thing happens, and it's pretty nuts. I'm glad I was able to find all of the 10 purple coins. Is that what we're gonna call them? But yeah, there's the Wonder Seed, which basically means the level's almost over. Sometimes it doesn't, but yeah, that was the first stage. Oh yeah, and one thing I just sort of want to point out is thank you very much to my mom for recording this gameplay footage, because without her, I would have had some really awful looking footage for this game. Because I remember when I played Super Mario Odyssey's demo back in 2017, I literally held the phone camera with my neck, and I didn't want to bring a tripod into Target. So, yeah, huge thanks to my mom. In some portions, you'll see her reflected in the screen. I blurred her face out in case she didn't want to be, seen in the video, just in case. So... but yeah, big thanks. So this was interesting. We found an underground secret here where 10 coin was. This stage definitely gets more use out of the elephant Mario, where you can smash a bunch of stuff. And it was definitely something that would have been handy to keep along, because now a lot of these secrets are a lot harder to access. What is it? Here I tried out the ground pound just for funsies. Hadn't really seen it used a bunch. So, yeah, from here, I sort of just play as regular Mario. I tried to get the elephant here, but I wasn't really conscious of my surroundings. But luckily, it is still plenty possible to get this last 10 coin with the Koopa shell here, and I do this sick maneuver here. Watch this. Absolute S-tier gameplay right there. Just twirl right over that thing. Oh yeah, that kind of reminds me of the badge system. Oh, this Wonder effect is really cool. It's raining star power-ups, so you just get to go absolutely crazy in this part. This was definitely one of the most fun parts of the demo. Just absolutely decimating everything in my path. And, chasing, I forget what those new enemies are called, but they run away from you. It was really fun just chasing that one. But yeah, the badges. The one that's equipped by default in the demo is the glide cap, which is definitely useful for speedruns. You don't really lose any momentum when you use it. So I sped ran the first 2 levels of this demo to get back to where I was, because I only got to play 2 levels the first time I played the demo, because I took my time and the 10-minute time limit ran out. So yeah, it was definitely fun using the glide cap to speedrun the first 2 levels to get to where I left off. Here, I sort of, check a little bit of the world map. Well, not really, because I was fascinated by a sign back here that lets you adjust the controls. So I figured I'd mess around with the options. And one of the options is to use B to run and A to jump, sort of like, in a classic NES game. And I did not like that option, so I switched back for this demo. So here's Jewel Block Cave. Now, this was probably my favorite level I played in this demo, because it actually introduces the drill power-up, which is super fun to use. It doesn't really mess with your actual character physics or anything, but if you jump into a ceiling or ground pound or crouch, you can burrow into the ground and find a bunch of secrets and stuff and destroy these crystal blocks way easier. And I lost it because I'm smart. So yeah, also I had the ground pound jump thing equipped, which is like a Mario 2 ability, and it's not a ground pound jump, it's a crouch jump, but that's a Mario 2 ability, so I find that really fascinating that that's here. Yeah, I lost that, so I couldn't get that 10 purple coin, which is unfortunate, but here I get to mess around with it more. And get some coins, except I didn't pick them up because I was sort of stressed about the time limit of the demo. I wanted to experience as much as possible. I'll go ahead and rip the band-aid off. I didn't 100% this level, but I did get the Wonder Seed here. And this one is absolutely terrifying. You start, and then you're immediately about to get crushed by this giant, not thwomp thing. So that absolutely stressed me out. And so I was like, oh dear God, I gotta go full Mr. Driller mode and get the heck out of here. And that was one of the highlights of the demo, like just that immense pressure of almost getting crushed. Like, that was really fun. This is near the end of the level. I really wanted to get that 10 coin, and as you see, I'm really just trying to figure out how to get it. Because, I'm close to at least getting most of the objects in this level, but you can wall jump up here and, get some more stuff, but I could not figure out how to get past this wall up here. You can ground pound those 2 things, but you can't jump on top of the tall crystal up there. So at that point, I tried to go through the ceiling here, which is probably what you're supposed to do. I probably should have wall jumped there, but I just kind of gave up and was like, you know what, I'll just finish the rest of the level with what I have. And I'm glad I did, because I got to do a little bit more stuff after this. It's really cool. It spawns you in a beach area at the end of it, which is really fascinating for World 1. They really went all out with the theming. There's a lot of different backgrounds in this game. So yeah, that was stage 3. The next stage I actually tried, because I figured I was limited on time. I decided to go for the badge challenge, which is the wall climb jump. So this was an interesting thing to experiment with. It automatically equips you with the wall climb jump for this stage. This was an interesting thing to experiment with. If you've played, like, Super Meat Boy before, you'll definitely be a little bit familiar with how this works. It's more of like a ledge climb than anything, because you can't do it twice, which would be overpowered if you could. And I imagine it would be useful for future levels, but I didn't get to use it. I didn't get to use it much in the next stage that I played. Sadly, because there weren't really a lot of walls to climb. So that was mainly the main area I got to try it out in. So, it's a cool mechanic, though, I must say. I imagine it must be very useful if you're trying to save yourself. And then I tried the stage over to the left. And this was where the demo sort of ended, but I got to play the vast majority of the stage. And this stage was very fascinating. One thing is that it's finally the first stage that lets you use the Fireflower, which was like, yes, thank you. I love Fireflower. Now this right here, huge mistake. I thought you were supposed to ground pound those blocks, but you're supposed to ground pound the tree to let the bulls get over and destroy those blocks. That was a big mistake I made there. I probably would be able to probably would have been able to figure it out if I had more time, but nah. I was sort of just in a rush. I was like, you know what? Let's see if we can see this through to the end. And I knew the Wonder Flowers in there, so I actually did do this puzzle. I'm glad I did because it makes the stage absolutely crazy. So we get this bull here, and he jumps. And then a stampede appears, and then the whole dynamic of the stage changes. So, yeah, I tried to run away at first, but then I was like, oh yeah, there's that bit in the trailer where he rides on top of the bulls. So, you know, we're going to do that. We're going to have ourselves a nice little spectacle. And it completely destroyed the goal. I tried to jump for it, but, you know, it didn't work. So, I imagine... I don't know if there's, like, a secret goal at the end of this or what. I didn't watch any previews before I actually played this, so I don't know what's in the end. But that was the end of my playtime with the demo. Because immediately after I grabbed that, demo ended. I was like, darn it. Almost saw that level to the end. But unfortunately, no. But yeah, that was sort of my playthrough of the demo. I sort of wanted to, you know, give my experience with it. Really looking forward to the game. Definitely going to be streaming it on my main YouTube channel, Ryder PWS, or Platinum Warp Star, as some people know it. Yeah, we're going to be streaming it on YouTube there. It's going to be a great time. Really looking forward to this game. And you just generally go follow that channel, you know, for my main content, because I don't really do stuff like this on there anymore. But yeah, really enjoyed Super Mario Bros. Wonder, looking forward to its release. So, thank you all for watching, see ya!